Beautiful. All right, we should be good. Get a little verification, if you will. You know. All right, what's audio? Beautiful. Let's do it. All right, shalom.
Shalom.
We're the Hebrew Israelites coming week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, which we know to be America, but which we know to be spiritual Sodom and Egypt. All right, but first and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles at Great Millstone who do teach and rule well and taught us this 144% truth. All right, peace, love, and salutations to the house of David. Yakim out there pushing his word in truth and sincerity. All right, to those of you that be liking under the speckled bird speaking in different tongues, scattered to the four corners, the hopeful elect, unto you we say shalom. All right. Hey, we out here again, man, you know, in the midst of Babylon, man. God. You know, out here to prophesy again.
Hey, when they say the work don't stop, man.
Work does not stop.
When you block non-stop till you drop, man.
Let me start off with this one, all right? All right, this is the book of John, chapter 9, verse 4. Salakia. John, chapter 9, verse 4. I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. All right, and that's what we doing, man. We working the works of him that sent us, man. And who sent us? Yahweh Shai. Well, who sent Yahweh Shai? Who gave him the unction to send us? That's the Heavenly Father, man. All right, which we know his name to be Yahweh, right? Meaning he is.
Hey, yo, through the Spirit, right? I was thinking about the name of the Lord and the name, like when you combine the name of the Lord and his son, it go together. Like for example, Yahweh means he is or he exists, right? Yeah. So now if you and Yahweh Shai name is Yahweh Shai, and it means the deliverer, right? So it says so when you add Yahweh name to Yahweh Shai, if you do it backwards, like say if you do Yahweh Shai exists, right? Or then you put because the Most High name is Yahweh. I mean he is or he exists.
Right.
So it's or if you say Yahweh, he exists. Damn, let me see, because I don't want to get my words, you know, for you up, but Yahweh means he exists. So it's like Yahweh Shai name is the deliverer, so the deliverer exists, right? And if you flip it backwards, where it say let me see, it say Yahweh, he exists, and Yahweh Shai,
he delivers to it, like he delivers because he exists, and he exists to deliver.
That's what I'm trying to get. Now it's kind of confusing when you try to put it together, but
it's like how we say like a omen, if you will.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like either way you put it, they go.
They name kind of.
They coincide.
They it's like a they link up. Perfect, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's beautiful, though. Yeah, that's beautiful.
What I'm saying?
Kind of. I got this article, you know, just being in the spirit of the prophecy once again, man. All right, as scripture says, we covet to prophesy. All right, and you know, going in what the elder was saying, you know, ultimately we can't prophesy anything unless we know the name, you know. And you got some out there. All right, slack you for that. Okay, you got some out there, as the Lord said himself, man. You know, they're going to come and say, Lord, did we not prophesy in thy name? Matter of fact, let me just get it. All right.
Bro, you got a lighter, brother? No.
All right, Matthew chapter 7, Salakia, verse 22. All right. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works. All right. You know, so there's you know, certain organizations or certain individuals that'll basically take the name for naught, if you will. You know, they'll take it in vain, man.
Right.
You know, and that's why scripture says, all right, let me get it real quick. Exodus chapter 20, all right, verse 7. All right. Exodus 20 verse 7, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy power in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. And that word vain, it literally means worthless conduct or worthless speech. You know what I'm saying? So it's not only
that's why I say, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Lord. Man.
Exactly. All right. And not only that, but as part of speaking is presenting our bodies a living sacrifice. All right. So it's also about how we conduct ourselves as well, man.
Hey, sis, you got a lighter? You got a lighter?
All right. This is an article. All right. Yesterday, Iran can now legally sell arms to America's enemies with UN embargo lifted. All right. Upon Sunday's historic expiration of the 13-year-long UN weapons embargo on Iran, the AFP and others noted that the Islamic Republic has ruled out a weapons buying spree at a moment Russia and China have indicated they're quite open to selling advanced systems to Tehran. All right. And obviously knowing this this year to be the year of prophecy, all right, as declared by our elder, all right, Elder Apostle Tahar, okay, hey, and Lord willing, all right, you know, the finale of this so-called year will usher in the year of judgment, you know, of 2021, man. You know, the execution of those prophecies in full measure, if you will, all right. But nonetheless, we seeing these things slowly come to fruition. All right, we saw it in the beginning of the year with the drone strike against Iran by Trump. You know, they're you know, what you would equate it to as our CIA director. You know, well, not ours, but America's CIA director. All right, you know, Trump took him out, man. All right, and again, as we've seen, you know, weeks and months in throughout this year, man, and as I'm bringing out right now. All right, things are slowly unraveling, if you will. All right. Yep. The foreign ministry said of the momentous day on Sunday that as of today, the Islamic Republic of Iran may procure any necessary arms and equipment from any source without any legal restrictions and solely based on its defensive needs. All right. So, you know, ultimately that defensive need is what, man? You know, they being you know, under threat from America. You know what I'm saying? You know, even though you know, they call America the Great Satan. You know, even though America is the one that has been pushing the vibration that Iran is a threat to so-called civilization of the world. All right, really, we know that that's America, man. That's Babylon. That's really the real threat. All right.
Yeah. This is Joel. This is Joel 3:9. It says, proclaim, I got it.
Okay, come.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong.
Con. Exactly, man. That's what we're seeing, man. All right, so not only is Iran now able to procure weapons, you know, for their so-called defensive needs, but you just had the president of China, what was it, last week, I believe it was, you know, where he told his soldiers to prepare for war, man. You know, whatever so-called military training you have, your main emphasis should be to prepare for war.
Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about, thither, because thy mighty one caused thy mighty one to come down, O Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Let the heathen be weakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Salakia. It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of
that's Jehoshaphat.
Jehoshaphat.
Yep.
For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Con. Hey, exactly, man. Ultimately, that's what the Lord is coming to do, man. Matter of fact, let me get a precept for that real quick, if I may. All right. Salakia, Psalms 110, verse 6. All right. He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies. He shall wound the heads over many countries. All right. And Salakia. already. That's why I just wait. Con, exactly, man. Getting back to the point. All right, let me get that again. What was that? Joel, right? Grab it for me.
I got this.
Yeah, hit it.
It says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get ye down, for the press is full. The fast overflows, for their wickedness is great.
Con, exactly, and that's why I mentioned in the second Ezra chapter 8, verse 50, all right, that basically there's going to be a great judgment that comes forth, man, because the people of the earth have walked in great pride, all right, ultimately starting first and foremost with the nation of Edom, all right, and the rest of these nations that have followed after, all right. Let me grab that real quick. Second Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride, all right. There's more on that?
No, that was it.
Con. All right, and ultimately that's getting into that final battle, when the nations is going to come together, they're going to be in the midst of waging war against each other, see the Lord come back and look like, we tripping out, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to handle the big man here.
Yeah, kind of, we got to get the big dog. Then we could go back to, what we was going through, man. All right, because one thing these heathens got in common, all right, they all, what they say, on one accord in fighting against Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right, that's going to be the main priority when the Lord come back, all right? Everything else going to get pushed to the back burner, all right? These other nations going to squash the beef that they had with each other, all right, to go against the Lord, to go against Yahweh Shah, man. All right, they're going to lose miserably, man.
Like it. And ultimately the point being, that before these things have to happen, we have to see certain things take place. All right, like the article I brought out. All right, Iran has been one of the main adversaries, if you will, of America, and even then, we know that Iran has had back channel communications with the U.S. They've had certain deals that have gone on. You know what I'm saying? So you've kind of still partaken, or drink of that wine, as mentioned in the book of Revelations.
Because at the end of the day, man, what it really comes down to is business, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, like, yeah, these other nations, they beefing with America, but America is that golden cup, man. All right, it's like, look, yeah, we don't like y'all, but we got, we're going to conduct this business, man, and then go our way, man. All right? And that's what it really comes down to, because America is pretty much one big giant corporation, man.
Yeah. Hey, and that's the spirit, because, it's the same thing with a job. You might hate your boss, and saying with all the guts in your body, with all your being, but you still got to get paid. You still got to make a living, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with these other nations, man. They still got to get they part of the pot. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, even them being against or one of the main adversaries of America, all right, they've still taken part, all right, and conducted business with America, all right. Getting back to the article, Iran's Ministry of Defense has indicated it is ready and willing to sell weapons to countries despised by the U.S., as one state media headline reads. Al Jazeera has emphasized the end of the embargo means Iran will legally be able to buy and sell conventional arms, including missiles, helicopters, and tanks. All right, so what we're seeing is, we're seeing the unfolding of the preparation of World War III, man. That's what we're seeing,
Hey, and it's all orchestrated by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let me get that real quick. All right. Let me get Jeremiah 50:24 real quick. Salakia, Jeremiah 50 verse 22, a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. And ultimately, this is what's going to happen to America. All right, at verse 23, how was the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How was Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Verse 24, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, so again, what we seeing is, we seeing that sound of battle being in the land, man. All right, we that vibration is being pushed out on a heavy frequency. You know what I'm saying? You got China last week telling its soldiers to prepare for war. Then the next week, you got America's main so-called adversary, Iran. All right, now they're in the legal capacity to buy and sell any manner of weapons. You know?
Yo, and that's not. Listen, I'm quite sure there's no limit on what they can sell, man. That include nukes too, man.
Yeah, and it says that. Yeah.
All right, that include nukes. All right, like, you know, it said, I think it said tanks and all that.
Yeah, it said missiles too. The end of the embargo means Iran will legally be able to buy and sell conventional arms, including missiles, helicopters, and tanks. You know, and ultimately, not only that, it raises the possibility of them being able to bring in more research for their so-called, you know, nuclear missile research. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they had the whole UN embargo and all that against Iran was basically to prevent them from being a superpower with ICBM missiles. You know what I'm saying? But now that they that's removed through the Spirit of the Lord, now they just now they're able to kind of go like full speed ahead, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Where before they had to do it behind closed doors. Now it's like, look, we, you know what I mean? Like the Lord allowed it to be. Now we on the same playing field as the rest of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
You got something?
Yeah. Let me. Well, you could grab that. I'm gonna bring out the one about the Medes.
All right, because ultimately the Lord is against America, man. All right, and really against this whole world because it's ran and wickedness, man.
Okay.
All right, this
Hey, let me get this Bobby Shine, and then I'll bring that out for you. This Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, and that's the point, man. The Medes being who, man? All right, the Medes being and going into the Iranians. All right, the Iranians getting prepared ultimately to go up against America, Salakia. All right. Verse 19 again, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, so hey, the same way you got so-called Russia and China in league together, is the same way you have Iran that's also with them as well. You know? Go ahead, you had something?
Yeah, this Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it.
Exactly, and ultimately, through the Spirit, the Medes, well, so-called Iranians, they've done the same thing, man. They've been so-called prophesying on a low vibration against America. You know, calling them the great Satan, we gonna destroy y'all, you know, like all manner of different, you know what I'm saying? Obviously not according to the Spirit of the Lord, but which we know to see, because ultimately the things that that come out is for the prophets to see, you know what I'm saying? And ultimately those things are in a low level that the Lord allowed us to see, so that way we could push it in the vibration of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which further expounds or it expedites it being implemented. You know what I'm saying? Like it quickens up the pace. You know what I'm saying?
And that's ultimately, and the reason why I'm ultimately bringing this out is because, you know, the Lord has a beef with America, man. All right, so, you know, us coming out here and prophesying the downfall, okay, you know, these different countries, China, Iran, Russia, all right, that's like the brother said, all right, that's all a part of the destruction of America. That's okay. All these other nations are going to partake in the destruction of America, thus fulfilling prophecy, man.
And ultimately, through the Spirit, when it says stirring up the Medes, now he's stirring them up in regards to giving them more freedom.
God.
Like he's giving them like total, you know what I'm saying? Like
control over what they doing.
now
what
they can just do what they want, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So like any false move, they could do like in retaliation to Soleimani when they bomb close to the Air Force base or something over there. Now they could do that on a higher scale. Like now they like, all right, boom, now we got more we can work with. Whereas before, exactly, like before I only had but so much ammunition.
Yeah, they was what you call they basically the Lord had their hands tied, man. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
Yeah.
All right, and the part of the Lord doing that is having these other countries shoot nukes on America, man. All right, that's a part of the Lord stretching out His hand ultimately before Yahweh Shah returns, man. But before that's why the Lord said it's going to be a fire kindled when he returns, man. If you can grab that, all right. So the Lord gonna already have things popping off. All right, this place gonna already be in a downward spiral by the time Yahweh Shah get here. Yahweh Shah just gonna really come just to put the cherry on the cake, man.
Yeah. This Luke chapter 12, verse 49, I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled?
God. So when Yahweh Shah come, all right, this place gonna already be on fire, man. This place gonna be already pretty much finished, man. All right, Yahweh Shah, all right, Yahweh Shah is gonna come to put the nail in the coffin, if you will, man. All right, the totally just annihilated, man. All right, deliver the elect. All right, two-part mission. It's gonna be a search and destroy, man. All right, search, destroy, searching for the elect and destroying the enemy. All right, brother.
Hey, and I got a precept real quick because going into Deuteronomy, right, 32 verse 22. All right, when basically the Lord had indignation against us for being disobedient. You know, the curses being in a slow transition and being placed on our enemies. Now these curses are going to be put on him. You know what I'm saying? Him being Esau Edom. All right. Now this is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 22. All right. Again, you know, going into when we provoked him. All right. But ultimately, his spirit is in a transition of being in that same anger or fury against Edom. You know what I'm saying? All right, Deuteronomy 32, verse 22, for a fire is kindled in mine anger and shall burn unto the lowest hill, Slakia, unto the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase and set on fire the foundations of the mountains. I will heap mischiefs upon them. I will spend mine arrows upon them. They shall be burnt with hunger and devoured with burning heat and with bitter destruction. I will also send the teeth of beasts upon them with the poison of serpents of the dust. The sword without and terror within shall destroy both the young man and the virgin, the suckling also with the man of gray hairs. All right, and again, if you, you know, in the context of the scripture at this particular moment in time, reading a few verses above 22, this was in regards to us, man, because we was in a rebellious state. All right, but as scripture makes mention, all right, the curse is being transitioned. Now the Lord feels that way towards Edom, man. All right. Hey, and through the Spirit, you know, 10 times more towards Edom, man. You know, for all the mockery, all right. You know, for the proud spirit that they have operated in, all right. It's back, you see it?
Yeah.
It's a different color too. It look like orange.
It look like it's further too.
Yeah. Hey, Dawali Yahabashim Yahushai. All right. Hey, but you know, nonetheless, again, man. All right. The Lord is against Mount Seir, man. All right. Mount Seir being you Edomites, man. Okay. And the judgment and wrath that's coming down, man, is going to be a great judgment, man. All right?
Right.
When the scriptures say that he shall leave the dead bodies, man, you know, wound the heads over many kings, man.
Right.
All right? That's not a so-called God of love, as the Christian church would say. All right, you got something?
Yeah, 2nd Esdras 16:1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloth of sack, and here bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Exactly, man. So ultimately, the Lord is saying, look, you might as well prepare yourself now because you're about to be destroyed, man. All right?
Right.
And when you know something bad is coming, all right, select it. All right? And when you know something bad is coming, you're not in the so-called spirit of happiness, man.
Right.
All right? You're in the spirit of sorrow, man. Okay? Hey, you get bad news, it's like, damn, you down and out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that you about to get laid off from your job. You know, Friday's your last day, you down and out, man.
God.
And that's the same thing the Lord is saying, man. All right?
It say, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?
Exactly, man. A sword is sent, man. All right, as the elder often likes us to say, all right, America has already been destroyed, man. But the time has to catch up to prophecy, man. All right, because the prophecy has already been set forth. It's already been ushered. All right, so that which was meant to happen has already happened, and it's gonna happen because it's already been declared. You know.
A fire is set among you, and who may quench it?
Exactly. All right. So when you got you know, these big fires, all right, that on a base and cardinal level Esau can't put out. Imagine the Lord's fire, man. All right. Imagine as Scripture says, you know, when it say fire and brimstone. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll sit here and use all their resources to put out a simple building fire, man. But how you gonna put out the fire of the Lord? You know, you're not gonna be able to. All right.
It says, plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
Exactly, man. And ultimately, what we're gonna end up seeing here shortly, all right, aside from the famine, all right, including the pestilence, all right. But what does it say? It says plagues, man. All right. There's gonna be plague. Hey, they had what was it? The bubonic plague, I think, in Michigan some months back. You know, and basically saying that you know, there's always like random cases, and sometimes it happens like every year. You know what I'm saying? But like the Lord could take that, you know, and wipe out the whole state.
And not just that, man, but when okay, a plague could come in many different forms.
Exactly.
Right now, it's a plague of fear, a plague of uncertainty. All right, that's a plague of doubt. All right, that's here in America, man.
Yep.
All right, these people really don't know if they coming or going, man.
Yeah.
All right. It says
Verse 7, I think.
on no. Okay.
Let me get this real quick. Because the etymology of plague, going with what the elder said, a plague can be many different things, but it basically goes into a wound or a strike. You know what I'm saying? So you could be wounded or stricken with madness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stricken with doubt, stricken with fear. You know what I'm saying? It's going into, yeah.
Bring that out where it says, wounded spirit, you can fear.
Yeah, and I'm gonna finish this real quick. All right. Also meaning affliction, calamity, evil, severe trouble, or vexation. You know what I mean? So you can, again, going into that, the spirit who shall heal? Oh, who can bear? This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 14. Salaki. Proverbs 18, verse 14. The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear?
Because let's say somebody get paralyzed. If they got a strong spirit, they could withstand that, man. All right, but if your spirit is if you wounded in the spirit, right, then it's no remedy for that, man. All right, okay, only really. You say what, brother? What's up, bro?
Y'all get ready to start?
Oh, we already started. Yo, you got a light on you?
Hey, and Baba Kashai, if I might, all right, going into again the spirits being reversed onto, you know what I'm saying, our enemies. Deuteronomy 28:28, going into the plague of what you just said.
God.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
God.
And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee.
Yeah,
and that's what's going to happen to our enemies.
God,
you know what I'm saying? The same way it happened to us.
God,
now it's being reversed. Now they in astonishment. Now they in fear.
God.
Now they in doubt. Now they don't have no surety of life. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Like, you're right in regards to the plague.
Yeah,
like the
that's what I'm saying.
plagues,
That
they
plague-
already out now.
God,
you know what I'm saying? Like they just
Because Esau used to see what we gotta understand is that these Edomites, okay, what we go through, all right, they totally detached from the way our lives are. See, an Edomite, Jake gotta hustle to make ends meet. An Edomite don't know what it means to hustle.
Yeah, right.
They get up, they know where they next check coming from,
Yep.
they next bill coming from.
Hey.
You know, they pretty much got it.
Yeah,
you know?
kind of. And just like you know how it's in the news, they talking about millions are facing eviction.
God.
You know, 1/3 of every American is so-called depressed.
God, so
Meanwhile, we've been in the lowest state.
God,
you know what I mean? You know,
Like they just
putting-
getting started.
They just
man.
getting
Yeah,
started.
God,
Meanwhile, we've been eating slices of bread by itself. You know, got to put a little bit of honey on it.
or
you
some,
know,
syrup,
yeah,
mayonnaise sandwiches,
yeah, exactly.
right, shit like that, man.
Yeah.
Fried bologna.
Set for
Know what I
centuries.
mean? Yeah, know what I mean?
Generation after generation. And here they are. They get a little glimpse, right?
And they
half they fridge is still full, but they can't. They don't got enough to buy for like the next month, and they falling apart. You know what I mean?
or they can't get that quinoa.
Yeah.
You know that shit expensive. You know how Esau, they can't get their quinoa.
Yeah.
Man, I can't. You know they gotta eat regular rice and shit,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It says, plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away and hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it hath begun to burn?
Exactly, man. So the Lord, he's like, look, who can stop the wrath from going out? Who can stop the judgment, the plagues from going out? And then not only that, he gives you an example, man. You can't stop a hungry lion. It don't matter what it is, man. Especially one that has suffered you know, so-called poverty or so-called starvation. After so long, it's gonna eat whatever it can. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing with
that's eatable.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. It's
I
going to
mean?
overcome basically anything, and that's the same thing regarding the plagues. You know, regarding the judgment, it's going to overtake anything in its sight. Back in Egypt, the death angel. You know what I'm saying? The blood over the door. You know what I mean? If you don't got that, and that's why Scripture says, "Mark them that sign, cry." If you don't have that spiritual mark, all right. If the Lord not dealing with you, then ultimately you're gonna be consumed. Anything that comes, you know what I mean?
Now we got to have the blood of Yahweh Shah, man.
Yeah.
All right, to be exempt from judgment.
Yeah.
Hey, like where it says Salakia. Let's say, where was I at?
You was at verse 7. You finished 6.
Okay. But I want to go back because it says, may any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may any one quench the fire in the stubble. And when you go back, because you had said something about the fire over in California, the fires over in California, right? They ultimately, they can't put them fires out, man, right?
They've been struggling.
Yeah, they not only are they struggling, right? But the thing is, what Esau ultimately do is Esau, they can't put the fire out, so they try to orchestrate the fire so that it burn itself out. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately they can't put it out, man.
Yeah.
So what do you do with something that you can you just gotta let it
run its course.
Let it run its course,
Yeah.
man. So that's the Lord basically saying that prophecy is going to happen regardless, man. All right, prophecy is going to go out, man. Prophecy going to be fulfilled. All right. Where was I at?
Verse 6 again.
I'm on 7 now.
Yep, come.
May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer,
Exactly, man. Because a strong archer or a so-called strong man of war, he's not going to miss his mark. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's experienced. He know what he's doing. And the Lord is a man of war. He's very strategic and calculated. So it ain't really no way for him to miss his mark.
And that strong archer is going into the ICBM missiles, man. All right, that strong archer, because when you go in, when it goes into how the missiles, let me see, I think this is in this. Matter of fact, let me just finish it up.
Yep.
It says, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is that? And who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof, the sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. All right, let's go into the ICBM missiles once again. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consumes the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow, yeah, this the part right here, man. Like as an arrow, which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward. Even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for an amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
God, exactly, man. So what the Lord is saying, he's giving you a general consensus, man. It's going to be so much bloodshed, so much judgment, all right? Salaki. All right, it's going to be so much judgment, all right, that basically can't be stopped, all right? There's nothing that can be done against it, man, all right? Even Trump, when he said, you know, hope to God we don't have to use our weapons. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, the weapons that you have, they're nowhere near what the Lord has for you, man. And as it says, once that shot is taken, like a mighty archer that takes the shot, it don't go backwards. You know what I'm saying? All his strength is put into his target. All his strength is put into his direction where he knows it's sure to hit, man. All right?
Behold, victuals shall be sold cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be a good case. And even then shall evil grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Exactly. And we've kind of been seeing that on a low level as well, because gas was like at its all-time lowest in like years over the past like a summer. You know what I'm saying? It was gas, this gas, you can rent a whole movie theater apparently for $90 because they losing so much money.
Hey, look, and on top of that, it's like this. You know, people out here living their best life. Little do they know that the food chain is broken already, man. Right now, everything that you see in the supermarket is basically shit that's that has been in reserve, man. That they, cause of my, you know, all countries had like stockpiles, man, of like food and reserves. Know what I mean? The like your potatoes, your apples, all these things be sitting somewhere in a storage facility waiting just to be shipped out, man. All right, a lot of food, a lot of stuff that people are getting, they don't realize they really eating reserves, man. Because, like I said, they should think they self be in good case because eventually so cheap. See, people think everything cool.
You could go to Miami for like $200, you know. Maybe get a round trip for like $400, you know, $380 or something. Normally, especially during the summertime, normally it'd be like $500 is one way, you know.
So people think that they in good hands. All right, but little do they know, listen, there's a famine coming, man. Oh man, I could go to the supermarket, because you know how Jake is. They don't actually see. They like famine. I can't tell. I go to the supermarket. I get my chicken. I get my. You know what I mean? I go to
They
Jimmy.
take everything at face
I
value.
go to Jimmy cheese steaks and get a steak. I go to the Poppy store, get me a burger and fries. What you talking about famine? That's why the Lord say he gonna come like a thief in the night, man. All right. Still got more of that. It says
22.
For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Kind of exactly, man. Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. All right, this is the book of Amos, chapter 5. I'm going to start at verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, to what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house, and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? Even very dark, and no brightness in it. All right, and that's the point, man. Like was just brought out. All right, you might escape the famine, and the sword will destroy you. You know, same thing like how I just mentioned in Amos. You might escape judgment from Esau, and then a wild beast or a newly created beast, you'll run right into him. You know what I'm saying? But
yo, brother, would you have to have a lighter? No. Yeah, go ahead, brother. What you were saying? Go ahead.
that was it. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, you can't escape it.
Yeah, basically, it's gonna be judgment at every turning corner in America real soon, man. All right, you go like the brother said, you might be running from a wild pack of dogs, man. Get up into a building and there's a pack of cannibals in there, man. All right, you might get away from them, right, and get away from the cannibals.
And then running to Esau.
Yeah, running to Esau with his sword, shooting at you and shit.
Or might escape all three, and then the snake bites you. Like I said,
right?
Man, you poisoned and you got 4 days to live.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Then all that happened to you ultimately for you to die of the famine, man.
Yep.
So the Lord got a lot of ways to pour out his judgment. He got a lot of tricks in his trick bag, if you will, man.
Hey, Esau be doing these shows, what do they call it, 1,000 Ways to Die. Going into how different people died of like the craziest things. And really, you ain't seen nothing yet, man. Because ultimately, Esau being in the spirit of trying to be like the Most High, he knows that the Most High can take you out in any way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, he tries to push that vibration. All right. Ultimately, he tries to push that vibration on a low level. Making people's minds. Got people's minds in it like, yo, that's crazy. This, that. And then the Lord himself, really, he the one that did it.
It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down.
And that's why ultimately Scripture says, seek the Lord while he may be found, man. All right? Because in that day, hey, the Lord only going to be worrying about his elect. You know?
God.
Hey, the Lord is only worried about the elect now, ultimately.
God.
All right? But nonetheless, even more so then, all right, the Lord is going to be sparing his elect, man. All right?
God. Hey, yo, what it said? It said that the dead is going to be cast out as dung, and there's going to be nobody to comfort them.
Yep.
Hey, man, look, man, you ain't going to have, you know how somebody dying, man, you there to
You got
hold their
somebody
hand and
shoulder
shit,
to
you know what I mean?
lean on, you know, crying
man,
and all that.
Dying, man, you got somebody to like keep you company
Yep.
while you go through that, man. Listen, it's going to be like, look, man, I got to go, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I got my own life to worry about. Yep.
It says, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men, so that one man should desire to see another and to hear his voice. For a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks.
Exactly, man. All right. And there's going to be so much bloodshed that the so-called cities are going to be scarce of people. You know, where they're going to be rounded up in them camps. You know what I'm saying? Or on the run. All right. What you was about to say?
No, I was going to say that's like the movie I Am Legend, man.
Yeah.
Where, you know, there was nobody in the city, man. Hey, he was talking to a mannequin. He was having a conversation with a mannequin, man. Yo, when the bitch saved him, he thought he was hallucinating, man.
Yep.
He like, yo, where the fuck you come from? Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody dead. Know what I'm saying? You know, he thought motherfucker was his mom was playing tricks on him. All right, because ultimately he was he like you said, he wanted to he had no type of interaction with other humans, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and that's heavy because as it says, he shall desire to hear another man's voice.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
it's going to be so crazy that you ain't, you know what I mean? It's like you said, the same vibration. You know what I'm saying? Like, you going to desire to, you know, have somebody comfort you, you know, desire to speak with somebody, you know? Hey, the Lord's like, nah, man, it ain't going to happen. You know, you going to walk in great pride, then there's going to be great miseries.
Man. No, that was it. Bring up, they should die previous death. That's in the, you got something?
Nah, I was just looking,
They should die previous death.
this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16. I'm going to start at verse 3. For thus saith the Lord concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung, slacking. Jeremiah chapter 16, back at verse 4. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth. And they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. Can we get it?
No, go ahead.
I got it. Okay. So again, laying back and on the point, you know, that there's going to be a lot of grievous deaths, man. All right. And not only that, they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine. All right. And it reiterates what was brought out in the Apocrypha in 2nd Esdras. They shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, man. All right. Because what do you do with dung? What do you do with waste? All right. You relieve yourself of it and let it be where it's at, man. You know, you don't go back and gather it, man. And that's how the bodies are gonna be, man. Once they dead, you're gonna leave them where they at. Ain't nothing to do with them. You know, you can't bury them. You're not gonna have your life is gonna be hanging in the balance, if you will. So you're not gonna have time, and it says you won't be able to lament them. You know what I mean? You're not gonna have time to feel sorrowful. It's gonna be like, damn, another one. I gotta keep it moving.
I'm just glad it ain't me, man.
Exactly.
We're going to Tawada Yabashim Yabashah, man.
Yep.
You got any more on that?
And their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. And that's another thing, man. You're gonna have those wild beasts out there. So if he dies, it's just like, oh, listen, I ain't getting anywhere close, because you know it's gonna be a wild beast following right after.
Hey, you might use a wild beast to feed that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So the wild beast don't eat your ass.
Eat your ass,
man.
yep.
You know what I mean? Hey, it says that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Isaiah 9:5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So it said, you know, back in the ancient days, all right, you would have, the warriors going to war with the swords, spears, and shields, right? Then you move up into the modern day, you would have the battles, okay, with pretty much the gun. The modern day sword is the gun, all right? But the Lord said, guess what? He said this battle, all right, is going to be, he said, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, all right? So World War III, okay, if you will, is going to be a war that's basically fought with ICBM missiles, man. All right, that's how World War III gonna be fought, man. All right, you're not gonna have Russian troops invading America, or America over there invading China. All right, they're gonna fight this war out by way of ICBM missiles, thermonuclear missiles, man. All right, okay, it's gonna be ICBM missiles and the missile defense. All right, that they're gonna be relying on to shield, their countries from the ICBM attack, man.
Yep. Hey, this is an article just a few days ago. Basically, Esau is going against Esau, and it says a $13 billion contract for ICBM missiles. What's the rush? You know what I mean? Like, why is it so rushed to push this to advance your ICBM missiles? You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, these Edomites here in America, they know that they about to be destroyed, man. They know that all of these other nations are looking at them now as being, the one with his hand in the cookie jar, man. You know? Hey, so once you know whose hand is in the cookie jar, you know what I mean? First off, you ain't gonna have no cookies in there anymore, but you're gonna try to lay a snare for him, man. And that's why Scripture talks about how the Lord has laid a snare for Babylon, man. And you ain't even know it, all right? The deal needs closer scrutiny, as does the purported need for new long-range ballistic missiles at all.
Hold on. Read that, I'm gonna read this real quick.
Yeah.
Isaiah 54:16, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals and the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his works. And I have created the waster to destroy.
Yep. A recent announcement by the U.S. Air Force that it will reward $13 billion to develop a new intercontinental ballistic missile raises more questions than it answers. First and foremost, what is the rush? All right? And basically it's just going into nuclear modernization, different plans that they want to do. All right, but basically, instead of spending billions of dollars on new nuclear missiles we don't need, we must focus on preventing an accidental nuclear war. All right, and that was in June 2020. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because ultimately, it's Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. They like, yo, we don't need nuclear missiles. We don't. Listen, what the Lord said different, man.
Proverbs 21 verse 1, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
So the Lord controls the motion of the ocean, if you will, man. Yep. All right, the Lord say, you got them on the article saying, hey, what's the rush for nuclear missiles? We don't even need none. Well, the Lord said, what the Lord said He'd do, and what I just read. The Lord created the waster. It says, and I have created the waster to destroy, man.
Yep.
All right, pursuing the Isaiah 54th chapter and 16th verse, man.
Hey, and you know that Esau know what's going on, right? Because the first article I read was from Defense One, which was 6 days ago. And then just yesterday at 9 o'clock in the morning, they said the expected cost of America's new ICBM program rises to $111 billion.
Which America don't even have, man. America don't got that, man. Look, and what's crazy is
So it went from 13 billion. Now we're gonna need 110 billion.
now, but you know what that is though? That's ultimately the Lord have Esau in that snare,
In
man.
that snare, yeah.
Right, because here it is, America trying to upgrade their nuclear capabilities and their nuclear missiles, but America, Russia and all these other countries already got not nuclear missiles, but they nuclear missiles is state of the art, man.
Right, yeah, state of the art,
They got nuclear missiles that hit supersonic speeds. First of all, that they don't even have to shoot up into the atmosphere. All right, they got nuclear missiles that stay within inside the Earth atmosphere and move at hypersonic speed, and they can control it
Wherever it goes,
They can take it off course and bring it right back around, man.
Yeah.
All right, and look,
that's why Esau over here trying to advance his shit because everybody
he's
else
trying to get on board. He's trying to front. But the thing is,
he's not gonna have time.
the joke is on America, man.
Yep, he's not gonna
All
have
right,
time.
the joke is on this place, man. Because ultimately, them trying to hurry up and further their nuclear capability. The Lord, look, first of all, you don't got the time, you don't have the money, man.
No.
So, man, look, man, this place is fucked, man. You know what I mean? Hey, that's how you know that the Lord got a controversy with this place, man. All right, because He allowed American adversaries to obtain a more technological advance weapon. All right, America supposed to be the superpower, man. How the hell that happened, man? You know what I'm saying? He allowed American adversaries to obtain a more sophisticated weapon, so when they use, they can do what the Lord sent them to do, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna get this again, Jeremiah 50 verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
You know what I mean? Like America, it's like this. America know what predicament they in now, but the thing is, it's too late.
Yeah.
When America was talking about USA, the rest of these countries was building nukes. All right, they was further advancing their technology, man. All right, while these people was over here partying and bullshitting, all right, these other countries, the Lord put the spirit on these other countries to get on their job, man. That's why I say, let the weak say I'm strong, man.
Yeah.
All right, because now
Now they got strength.
yeah, now they looking at it, look, man, y'all, even Russia got a new nuclear sub, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I heard they was right in the United States, like off the they was off like the west coast of California, just parked up there. America they didn't even know.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show you that that's that trick bag, that snare that Yahweh Shah got America in, which they didn't even know. But guess what? They know now, but guess what? It's too late. That's why I said when it says the devil should come down because he know, he know that he got but a short time, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. So we at that time, man. We at the end of an empire, man. The end of a dynasty, man. All right. Hey, man. For me for one, man, it's really beautiful to see. know what I'm saying? Because here it is, you have America pretty much terrorizing, all these other countries. Now it's payback time, man. Now you gotta pay the piper, man. You gotta pay. What's that one that says? I forget right off. Yeah, it says that's I didn't think of the letter in. I believe it goes something like that. I didn't think about the letter in. Yo, bro, you got a lighter, bro? You got a lighter?
Yep. Deuteronomy 32,
Good, bro. I'm good.
verse 28. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end. And that's Esau Edom,
What's
man.
up, Rob?
All right, they're a nation void of counsel, and they haven't taken into consideration their latter end, man. You know, hey, and through the Spirit, the reason why these other nations was able to basically upgrade they nuclear arsenal was basically taking a trick out of our book, spying on the land. You know what I mean? Sending spies over, sending all the top secret, you know what I mean?
But if you go back, Hillary Clinton, she was selling plutonium
To the Russians.
man.
Yep.
All right, so hey, bro, what's up? You got any questions?
Yeah, I want to know. I'm trying to do my first Sabbath this week. I want to know, like, what's like. I know you can't spend no money, but like, what else? Yeah,
So, all right, now, do you know when the Sabbath is?
Saturday, right?
No,
No, Friday night.
actually, it go by the new moon. All right. Now we could go. You want to just hit some key points real quick. So the Sabbath goes by the new moon. Right? You get the word moon. The word moon actually means month. All right. That's where they get the word moon from. Matter of fact,
So that's where they get the
word month from.
Comes from moon.
Comes from moon. All right. So when somebody say, "Yo, we in a new month," they talking about the moon dictates when the new month come in. All right. So, like for example, when you go into the scriptures, right? Do you see the word Friday and Saturday? Right. So now let me ask you this. Now you don't see the word Friday and Saturday, right? So, but it say what, the seventh day? The seventh day is for us to rest. So if you know anything, the calendar that we go by is the Gregorian calendar. All right. Now the Gregorian calendar, they didn't
Taken from the Roman calendar.
yeah, they didn't flipped it and bounced it. Like you said, took it from the Roman calendar, right? They got leap years and all that. So it said that Esau would do that. You got something more?
And in Daniel, it goes into the
They would
changing
change
of
the times
yeah.
and
But I'm gonna get this
ordinance
for
and
you
all
real
that.
quick. All right, you can look this up yourself. The Gregorian calendar was first introduced in 1582 in some European countries. However, many countries used the Julian calendar much longer. Turkey was the last country to officially switch from the Julian to the Gregorian calendar on January 1st, 1927. All right. Now, as far as the United States go, they implemented the Gregorian calendar in 1752. However, every single nation of people, they removed days from the Gregorian calendar. So in 1582, the French, Italians, Polish, the Portuguese, and the Spaniards, they removed 10 days from the calendar. In 1583, the Austrians and the Germans removed 10 days off of it. In 1587, Hungary removed 10 days off of it. In 1610, Germany removed 10 days off of it. So on and so forth, all the way up until 1926. So if they remove so many days off of it, how do you even know today is actually Friday as they say it is?
How you even know we in the year 2020?
Yeah,
Right.
that's crazy.
You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
So
we don't know.
Right.
So go ahead.
All right, now this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 43, starting at verse 6. He, meaning the Lord, made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times and a sign of the world. From the moon is the sign of feast, a light that decreaseth in her perfection. The month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven. And again, in verse 8, it says the month is called after her name. If you look at the actual etymology or breakdown of month, all it does is go back to moon, literally.
Gotcha.
So that's how they was really able to, back in the ancient days, that's how we was able to tell the time. You know what I'm
So
saying?
it wasn't just about, all right, 10 o'clock, sundown. That's when
Exactly.
it was
Exactly.
about the
Yep.
moon.
It literally would be like, yo, all right, well,
The new moon come in at such and such, so we know
7
that.
days from that is going to be the Sabbath, and then 7, boom, 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 and then until we get the new moon, which falls on a different date, and then we know the Sabbath changes after that.
Now, hold on, because a lot of people get confused. They be like, yo, what the fuck? Now,
So you're saying this? So the date? You saying the day change? It may not be Saturday. It might
Yeah,
go
exactly.
Wednesday.
Right, because the moon is always in a constant different
Gotcha,
cycle.
I get
You
what
know
it's
what
in
I'm
a
saying?
different cycle.
So, for instance, we just had the new moon. So, when you say Friday and a Saturday, that's actually the case. Sabbath is for the
Now
next.
it is.
Now it is for
Right
the next
now.
month or so.
But when the new moon come in, it's going to change. It's going to change from, I think it's going to probably go from Saturday to Sunday.
Or Sunday to Monday. It depends
Yeah, it all
on the
dep-
time, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying, of when the moon actually decreases in another 30 days, depending on the cycle.
So every month the Sabbath be a
It's a
different
constant-
day.
it's a constant
it'll be a
rotation.
different
Like
day.
it'd be like Tuesday for that whole month, then
Yeah,
the next month.
exactly.
It might be Wednesday or
The
Thursday. Right.
That's
so on
how
and
it
so
goes.
forth.
But the
That's
thing is, when it's to us it seemed like it's changed. The day changing, it actually not. Like for example, when your birthday roll around, right?
Yeah.
How come every year your birthday is on a different day?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
You born on a day, your birthday should fall on the same day every year.
Right.
But it don't, right? Because we dealing with the calendar and all that. The Gregorian calendar. That's why your birthday fall on different dates. Now, like I said, it seems like it's going to seem like it changes. Like the month, it's going to seem like damn, it's Tuesday to Wednesday, but really you on point because the moon never changes. You understand what I'm saying?
So look, this was the new moon, which we know to be October 16th. So the new moon, we had what was Sabbath last Wednesday to Thursday.
It was Wednesday to Thursday. Yeah.
But then with the new moon being on the 16th, it went from last month being Wednesday to Thursday, but now this month it being Friday to Saturday, because the 16th was Friday. You know what I'm saying? So
that's
it's,
the new moon. That's the first day of the month, right?
and then
there.
as you can see, the next new moon is going to be November 15th.
Damn.
You know what I'm
what's
saying?
That, John?
So you can research. This is just a time and date app with the moon phases, but you also could download any
Moon
particular
Giant, Moon Giant.
most moon apps. You know what I mean? It'll show you. Just cross-reference some of them, because some of them they'll try to be like, oh well, technically it ain't till 7:55
Yeah.
or you know what I'm saying. Like that's not how the Lord operates. You know what I'm saying like.
I didn't even know this. I think I'm doing the Sabbath. The
No,
whole time,
no,
and I'm not
listen.
even-
No, it's good, brother. I mean, cause you got some camps out here that do the Friday to Saturday. Now, they technically they going off, but get the one that says
Her righteous acts.
Technically, they going off by actually bringing in the Sabbath from Friday to Saturday. Now, like we said, this month right here, the Sabbath is
Actually
Friday to
Friday.
Saturday. It's actually Friday to Saturday this month. Next month is gonna be probably
Saturday to Sunday or Sunday to Monday. If it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And again, it's a constant cycle, so we just in a constant rotation.
So
This is Judges 5:11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates.
So we rehearsing the righteous acts. All right, now we know, like I said, we got some camps that they do Friday to Saturday. Technically, that's going off, but it's like we rehearsing the righteous act. We're not going. It's like we're not going judge you for doing Friday to Saturday. Is that going off? Yeah, because that's not actually the how the
correct way to
Sabbath,
do it.
the correct
Matter
way to
of fact,
do it.
if I might land back real quick, some camps we've told them and they know that that's not the correct way, but the Lord has not allowed them to receive it. So they still in their arrogance or in their error, as Scripture says, they still operating according to their own error. You know what I'm saying? But if you're able to receive it, when I first came in, I was doing Friday, Saturday, because I didn't know.
Yeah.
But after a while, once I realized, like, all right, boom, so I know that it's on this day. Hey, sometimes even having to work, you got to work on a Tuesday. You can't take off every single Tuesday for a month straight. You just got to stay in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? But at least you know, like, you staying in the spirit, keeping yourself mindful, like, yo, you know, I got to work, but at least, you know, we prepared our food on Monday, so I don't got to go home and cook. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not adding on, like, more transgression, if you will. I'm at least being mindful of what I can do, which is going back to rehearsing the righteous acts.
Right.
Like, you rehearsing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing it to the best of your ability.
Right. So that's what my question. What's the do's and what's the official do's and don'ts?
So
Show
hold
us
on,
how
let me
really
read
do it.
this for the brother
Go
real
ahead.
quick.
All right, go ahead.
Genesis 1:14. It says, and Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah said, let there be light in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and so the light in the firmament is the sun
And the moon.
and the moon. When it's daytime outside, you see the sun. When it's nighttime outside, you see the moon. That's how you know the difference between day and night. It said,
Really, and really, you know how they say, oh, midnight, and you know what I mean? Like, nah, like, it's, you can consider midnight when the sun goes down.
yeah, when the
You know what
sun
I'm saying?
goes
Like,
down,
that's really
that's the start of a new
day.
day.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
It's not at midnight. You know what I'm saying? It's not in the middle of the night
Yeah,
at
yeah,
12 a.m.
yeah.
that starts a new day. It's when the
Hey,
sun
brother,
goes
listen,
down.
and everything we telling you,
Do your
sometimes
research.
you're going to not just do your research, but you know, it might sound a little confusion right now. You know, it might be a little, you know what I mean? You might be a little confused, but if you know, keep doing your research, educating, it'll start making sense. All right. It says, and God said, let there be light in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for the days and the years. All right. So, hold on. It said, let them okay. It says, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. So that's how it says, signs, seasons, and for days and years. So that's how we know. That's how we measure the days. That's how we know if you know, we on the third day, the fourth day, the fifth day, the sixth day by watching the moon. It says, and let them be for light in the firmament of heaven to give light upon the earth, and it was so.
That's the point.
Yeah, that's the
You don't
point.
want to give it to him. But that's the point. Basically, Esau, the self-proclaimed white man, he made a whole time structure, you know what I'm saying, based off his standard, when really the measure of how we technically tell time, if you will, you know what I'm saying, or days, and, you know what I mean, is by the sun and the moon.
By the sun and the moon. So that's how you know, really, like I said, you doing it Friday to Saturday. Now, you know, if some way you confused, I mean, we basically gave you the basically how to go about it. Like, basically, it's the new moon. Now, you said now you want to know what the do's and don'ts.
Right.
All right. So the do. So you gonna go to it?
I was just going to get Exodus 28 to keep it holy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Go
Break
ahead,
it, you know what I mean? Exodus 20, verse 8 and 9. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Exodus 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Verse 9. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy power. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
God. So basically, you don't want to do any work far as like well, like the brother said, since we in captivity, some people got to go to work. So you ain't really got you don't really have the ability to say, well, the day the Sabbath, so I can't work. So you have to go to work on that day. So, but the Lord understands that, right? So But when you able to, like for example, like say you got to go to work, then you don't buy or sell, all right? No buying, no selling, no cooking.
Because even the disciples, it was a Sabbath, and Yahushua, they plucked corn on the Sabbath so that way they could eat. You know what I'm saying? So he understands your measure. That's why Yahushua came. Because if it was just according to the law, we would have just been put to death.
God.
But Yahushua came, so now we got grace and mercy. It's
Like-
like, all right, you got to eat.
like
Like
for-
it's the Sabbath. It's like it.
Go ahead.
It's the Sabbath. They was doing the work. You know what I mean? They out there doing the ministry, but it's the Sabbath. Like, what you gonna do? Not eat, and you doing the labor of the Lord? You know what I'm
God.
saying? So they pluck some corn to eat. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with
And
the
Pharisees,
job.
they was like, oh, look at him, he going off.
Right.
But the Lord like, no, because it is lawful for you to
To do good.
do good on the Sabbath.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's lawful for you to do good. Like if you somewhere and your wife somewhere and a car break down, you got to go get your wife.
Right. You're not going
You know
to
what I mean?
leave
You're
her.
not
in
just
the-
going to
you
leave
know
her.
what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like this.
Like, I got another one for you.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 58:13, if thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor speaking thine own words.
God, so on the Sabbath day, like we said, we know some brothers got to work. Really, you can't do nothing about that.
sex.
Yeah, no, you can't have sex with your wife. Now, I mean, that's doing your pleasure. Like the brother said, like for example, my wife, I got infant family. So my wife, sometimes she'll have to cook on the Sabbath because she breastfeed. You know what I'm saying? So my babies, they gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'll be like, nah, I'm good. You know, she cook, I'll be like, I'm good. Sometimes I won't even eat. But my wife, she breastfeeds, so she gotta eat.
Gotta feed
You know,
the
she gotta
children.
feed the
You know what I'm
children. So through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, we know, like, hey man, that ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Right?
And ultimately, you know, when those things come about, we you know, through the Spirit, we also still asking for grace and mercy. You know what I'm
Grace and
saying?
mercy,
Like, because
God.
we know that He know. You know what I'm
God.
saying? But Scripture says in Isaiah, plead with me. You know what I'm saying? Basically, He's like, yo, plead with me. Let us plead together. Like,
God.
bring me into remembrance of the things that I
God.
said. You know what I'm saying? So, like, at the same time, it's just like, yo, like, Lord, I know that you know what's going on. You know what I mean?
God.
But, like, you know, the water for the grace and mercy allowing me to even have the food, you know
God.
what I mean, to feed my children. You know what I mean?
God.
Or,
God.
hey, the water for even allowing me to have the job, even though it technically fall on the Sabbath. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to stay in the Spirit on my lunch break. You know what I mean? Read some scriptures, watch a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like,
God.
still remain in the
try
right
to do
spirit.
it. Try, like we were saying, some brothers gotta work. But if they working, brothers ain't spending money on, you know what I'm saying, doing frivolous shit. You know what I mean? Out copping J's or you know what I'm saying?
Then you just completely
now
disregard
you
it.
just,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But you try to do it to the best of your ability. You try to, do it to where as though you like, all right, I can't really, I gotta go to work. But while I'm at work, you know, I'm gonna, I'm gonna pack a sandwich. You know, I'm not gonna buy nothing from the lunch truck or, hey man, you might even have to buy something from the lunch truck because you're hungry. But
Hey, that
that's
was-
why he said, that's, you ask the Lord to have mercy on you.
Yeah, God, it was
Know what I
a
mean?
few times. My last job, I was working like 12, 13-hour shifts. Completely forgot, like slipped my mind. Like, oh, today's the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Went and bought a canned soda just to give me some energy. You know what I'm saying? Then like an hour later, realized, oh, it's lucky. Like, you know what I mean? Throw a
Yeah.
prayer up, like, damn, like it slipped my mind. But that's what it's like being in captivity. Like you sitting here busting your ass for 13 hours and you knew it was the Sabbath last night. You know, you watching your lesson, but then in the midst of work, it like slipped your mind because you worried about all the dumbass shit you got worried about at the job.
Yeah,
You know
so,
what I mean?
yo,
Like-
man, what, last month, I totally missed the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
day. I'm like, it was the Shabbat. I'm like, I ain't even know.
Yeah. The next day,
I'm
it
like,
was at
yo,
camp.
yeah, it was
like,
yeah,
yeah, it's Shabbat today, right? I'm like, nah,
No,
it was yesterday.
I told you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, the Lord know, we trying to make a good attempt, man. You know, and to the Lord, it ain't like you just go, like, man, fuck the Shabbat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna do what I want.
And like I made mention, the Lord, he examined how we moving. You know what I'm saying? So like last month, like, oh, he complete, you know what I mean? But like, it's not like, yeah, like I'm just going all week just doing what I want. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, Same thing like situation at a job. Like, yo, I actually, like, it just slipped my, like, the Lord not about to strike you down in that regard. You feel what I'm saying?
All right, now the fringes. Now, is we supposed to wear fringes every day?
Nah.
Well,
Only-
it's like this. I'm gonna say like this. If you wear fringes every day, we're not gonna condemn you for that. Now, I mean, because technically we are supposed to wear fringes,
Every
Huh.
day.
right?
But because that was our way of living, our standard. Now you in an oppressive state. You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
You under the leadership of your enemies. You know what I'm saying? So if you, because you know we had spiritual war. You know what I'm saying? So like in the midst of war, are you gonna put a target on your back and let your enemies know exactly who you are?
Like for example,
That makes sense.
if you wear fringes, that's fine. You ain't breaking no, matter of fact, you ain't breaking no laws by doing so. But you wearing fringes, like say, I'm gonna say like this, it's not wise to wear fringes when you go to work.
Right.
That's not wise.
Right.
You don't want to go to work with your fringes on. You don't want to go to work with your ZZs or your tassels. And then, pretty much like you said, put that proverbial target on you. And they like, oh, he one of them Hebrew Israelites. Now you got your boss fucking with you. All right, now you got them singling you out for shit.
And they already on our ass to begin
Yeah,
with.
and now you turn around, they talking about you fired for some bullshit. Now you can't feed your family. You know what I'm saying? So you want to use wisdom.
Right.
Now, if you want to wear fringes, ain't nothing wrong with that. But the Lord said, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. So you knowing that we in the land of our captivity, you want to be
Circumspect.
matter of fact, get that what say, prove man.
A prudent man foreseeth evil.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get
That
that.
I learned. I thought it was like mandatory. I mean, I
Well,
thought it was mandatory.
well,
There's a
I'm
lot of
feeling
things
bad,
that's
like,
there's a
damn,
lot of
I'm
things
just
that's
learning and feel like
mandatory.
I had to
Yeah.
wear it.
There's a lot of things that's mandatory, but in Wisdom of Solomon it says, Yahweh loveth none but them that dwell with wisdom. You have to. We not in our appropriate state.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It is listen, because we don't want to have you thinking something that is not. It's mandatory, but is it wise? That's what you gotta. Is it wise to go to your job with your fringes on? Is it wise to be somewhere where you know
There's
that
gonna be temptation.
yes, you know, or you understand what I'm saying? Or you up in the club and you got fringes on and
Right, like-
you understand what I'm saying? That's not, you know what I mean? That's not really, you know what I mean? For one, you up in the club and you partying and you got fringes on, that's a bad stain on your how about Shem Yahweh Shai. You want to, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to, listen, once you come into this truth, the Lord, now you being held to a different standard.
Yeah, that's what I was
The Lord is expecting you to handle yourself like a prince of the power, man.
Right.
There's certain shit that you just can't do.
and ultimately going back, scriptures give us a clear example of what Yahweh Shai was wearing. You know what I'm saying? Long garment down to his feet with the girdle. You know what I mean? It wasn't a t-shirt with fringes. It wasn't, sweatpants with, little fringes at the bottom. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
like, that's why we wear our garments. You know
And
what I mean?
we got the
now,
fringes
look,
down at
you're
the
looking
bottom.
at us right now, right? You might not know where we work, where we live at, what we do.
Right.
You go around with a t-shirt and fringes. Hey, everybody,
Oh, yeah,
hey, the
he
bull,
wanna-
he the one at Acme. He worked Monday through Friday, 7 to 3. He got that burgundy car. He lived right around the corner, 23rd and so-and-so, right by Darnell crib. You know what I mean? In the midst of Jacob's trouble, pestilence, all these things. Again, you're not about to place yourself, just get it.
Yeah.
Proverbs 22, verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. That's part of us hiding, because we see the evil around us. You know what I'm saying? Like, not hiding, like, nah, we out here, but at the same time being mindful, using wisdom. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. You know what I mean? So that's why we kind of make mention, like, yeah, the whole law is mandatory. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely. You know what I mean? But again, it's going back to us rehearsing the righteous acts. And if we going to wear fringes, we're going to do it the right way, as Yahweh Shai did it.
Right way is the garment. Right way. That's the right way.
Well, see, we out here doing the work, so this is the basically the attire when you do the work. You're not gonna walk around with one of these on. You know what I'm
But
saying?
in the ancient days, yes, that was the right way.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if you look
kind.
at ancient depictions, like, yeah, we had full
Garments,
garments, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying,
and all
or
that.
woman covered with the fringes at the bottom, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no half cut. Even scripture basically talks about how basically going into like when men went through certain sorrows, they would rend their garments in half. You know what I mean? Like, how can you rend your garment in half if you got a t-shirt? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. What you gonna have a? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta have a.
When they say he that departed from.
Oh, okay, con. Yeah, make himself a prey.
Yeah. So what we telling you, brother, right, is that now once again, if you want to wear your fringes, that's fine. If you, cause my wife, she like, you know, she want to wear her fringes. I don't really, you know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? She a female. She want to feel like, you know, she doing her thing as far as praising her power the right way. But us as men, we got to conduct ourselves, like I said, a brutal man, all right, perceive the evil. All right, we see.
Hide it himself.
Yeah, so it's like, but a simple man just gonna be like, oh, nah, man, you know, I got my fringes on, I'm at work, and basically have yourself in a position where
You're gonna be punished.
you're gonna get punished. They gonna see you out. Now they calling you down to corporate. They like, yo, so you one of them Hebrew Israelites, this, that, and the third. Okay, no problem. Next thing you know, they fire you for some bullshit. Well, we're gonna have to let you go. This, that. You don't want to put yourself in that position. You want to be wise as a serpent. Bring that up.
Isaiah chapter 59, verse 15. Yeah, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment.
So the fact that when a person see you with fringes on, they automatically gonna know that you trying to live
Do
a
right.
righteous life. You trying
Make sure
to.
pray.
So that's gonna make motherfuckers do shit to tempt you. All right, that's gonna have people. You know, it's basically gonna put that target on you. Like, oh, he got fringes on, or why he one of them.
What they say, stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, know what I'm saying?
Like, you don't
What
want
he meant by that last verse? He said something about failed or something like that.
Bro, read it again, huh?
He said he got mad because
about there being no judgment.
on the person that tempted him.
Just in general. You know what I'm
general.
saying? It displeases the Lord that there's no judgment here. You can do with that whatever the hell you want. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what's getting into. You know what I mean? But the point, you know, again, Isaiah 59:15, yeah, truth faileth because there's no truth here. You know what I mean? It's a whole bunch of BS.
Right.
All right? And he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey. You know what I mean? So, you know, here, niggas want you to be wicked. Niggas want you to be simple. You know what I mean? But you departing from that, basically, like I said, puts a target on your back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey, and the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. You know what I mean? So it's, and again, you
know,
got the full circle.
basically, the Lord was displeased because that's going into woe to them that count good for evil and good. Matter of fact, just get it, bro, because I don't want to.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
I've been doing a lot of studying, man.
Yeah, that's good, bro. You know what I mean? But listen, let me say like this. So I know IUIC, HOI,
Sakari.
no, not Sakari.
What?
They do the no, I'm saying they do the Friday to Saturday thing. IUIC, HOI, and I believe Adam Abbott.
Watchman for Israel.
Yeah, Adam Abbott do Saturday to Sunday.
Friday, Sabbath.
Yeah, Sabbath, right? But like I said, the correct way is the new moon. Now, once again, if you want to wear your fringes, that's totally up to you. But beware, you doing that, you're gonna make yourself a target. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Isaiah 5:20, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Kind. So that's going into that. Like the Lord being displeased, there's no judgment, there is no truth on the earth. Everybody's standing on the side of wickedness. All right? And the minute that you decide to stand on the side of righteousness, you're going to make yourself an enemy of the people. You know what I mean? You're going to make yourself an enemy of this place, man. Right? Because this place is super wicked. So nobody want, you know what I mean? You coming around, you talking about the Lord, motherfucker ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They like, man, I don't, you know what I mean? Oh, yo, we Israel, because usually when you first get into this thing, you trying to let your family, yo, we Israelites, this, that, and the third. They be like, yo,
That's
man.
the
that's why the
same
Lord
exact
said-
thing I did. Not trying to hear. That's
Yeah, they
crazy.
ain't trying to hear that shit, man.
The
that's
Lord
crazy,
said
man.
himself.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean?
Exactly,
He
man.
ain't call everybody.
You
You're
know what
going
I
to
mean?
be at division with the people that, you esteem to be so-called family, but they're not really.
Get the one that said, because they are not of the world.
Because it's exciting to know, man. It's exciting to know.
But the thing is, this thing only set up for a small remnant, brother. So the Lord said 2/3 of our people gonna be destroyed. Right? It's a glorious thing for you, and you should count yourself blessed, man. Because you could very well be one of the elect. All right, you waking up at we in the last seconds of the last the end, man. You waking up, so that's a beautiful thing. You can be elect of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So you on the right path. And me personally, I suggest you stay on the path you on, right? Because the path you on, all right, the Lord will deliver you, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. Verse 19, if you were of the world will love his own.
Yeah, the world, if you was, being wicked, they would love you. But you trying to be righteous, they hate you.
But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you.
So the Lord chose you out of the world by giving you the knowledge of the heavens, man. You've been chosen out of this world. You understand what I'm saying? So the fact that the Lord gave you this knowledge, all right, is a
first step.
Is the first step, and it's a good indication that you could be one of the elect,
fighting
man.
chance.
You got a fighting chance. Your name is in that hat, right? Okay, versus somebody that you trying to tell it to, and they like, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, they mark themselves.
They done. Unless the Lord have mercy on them, wake them up at the last minute. But because like I said, I'm quite sure you probably went to your family and told her, hey, look, now we Israel. I'm trying to tell you. Huh?
Yesterday. Yes, I just did it yesterday. It's funny how you saying I just did it yesterday.
See?
I just did it yesterday. Just found out. I just want to know the truth behind, because she a Muslim, so I want to know the truth. And she like, man, she texted me this whole long sentence like, listen, I chose what I chose. Care, get out my face.
See?
I'm like,
now,
all right,
but they don't care.
Leave that shit. Yo, and I'm gonna tell you, brother, leave it alone.
Yeah.
Don't even say no more. So you said your people's Muslim?
Yeah, my sister. Yeah, I was
See?
trying to tell her.
Yeah, she don't know. Listen, she don't even have her husband Muslim.
Yeah.
See, that's why.
That's why.
So listen, the women gonna follow the man because the man is the head. Yeah. So whatever the man decides to do, 9 times out of 10, is the woman gonna follow. The woman gonna go with it, right? But she don't fucking know, right? And he don't know. So he's stuck, you know what I mean? Just
if most of our men knew that Muhammad was a so-called white man, the same way they don't fuck with Christianity and white Jesus is the same way they wouldn't fuck with Islam and white Muhammad.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, listen, when you go into the birth of Islam, you'll find out that it's really bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything Christianity, Islam, Jehovah, all that was took from our book, and they just made different religions.
Yeah,
that's all they did.
Yeah, I read the book from Babylon to Timbuktu.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So yeah, that's why I got to start doing. That's why I came over. I'm glad I seen y'all. Like, yo, what do I have to do? Is fringes mandatory? What is the do's and don'ts? So Sam, I need to start doing this because I know we at the end.
Yeah,
man.
so you know we at the end. So they're saying make haste, man.
Yeah.
You got and listen. You feel it in your spirit.
Yeah.
You like, yo, I gotta get my shit together because this shit, you know what I mean? We ain't got long, man. You know what I mean? That's a good thing, brother.
It's Romans chapter 14, verse 5. One man esteemeth one day above another, another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. All right, so you then came to ask your questions. You know, we then gave you what we believe to be the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. But now you got to be persuaded in your own mind what's right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Whether you think, wearing t-shirts and fringes every day is the way you want to go, or being circumspect and understanding that, you might want to come out, do the work, and that's when you wear your garment. You know what I'm saying? You do your due diligence with your fringes. You know what I mean?
Because we play like Clark Kent, man. You know what I mean? You see us, we got our fringes on, but we take our garment on. We don't got no fringes on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We like Clark Kent. You know how Superman, when he go to work, you could, even though he look like the same motherfucker, you ain't know. He go in the phone booth, spinning around, he got his cape on. He out, know what I mean? Same thing with us. We on our Clark Kent, man.
Yeah.
We'll listen. A lot of times, we out here, we doing the work. Somebody, we'll see somebody. They won't even like I
They
see.
won't even know.
I see people in the world that I know. They'll walk right past me. I'm doing the work. They don't even notice me, man. It's freaky.
Yeah.
I be like,
and that's why Scripture says that He hid Himself
I'm
from the
saying?
evil.
God,
we literally hiding ourselves. Like it's like having a cloak. You know what I mean? Like you literally like got an
Yeah,
invisible
God,
shield, if
you know
you
what I
will.
mean?
You know what I mean? Like
Right,
if
you
they
know what I
if
mean?
the Lord don't allow us to see Him out here or when we be downtown, it's like
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just strolling. I'm just passing through.
So yeah, and I'm gonna say like this: because say like this. What you listen to?
I listen to the ones you named, Sakari, IUIC. That's the two main persons.
So Shakari and IUIC, all right? So let me tell you this. IUIC, they go off. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because first of all, they use Jesus Christ. That should be the first red flag. If somebody talking about, matter of fact, get that. It said if a man come preaching
Any other gospel?
yeah.
And not only that, in the Old Testament, all right, it says that we shouldn't even utter the names of other gods. So how can you pray to another God? Jesus Christ ain't the Lord's name. You know what I'm saying? Like they literally in their classes and sessions, they literally be praying in the name of, you know what I mean? Like verbatim. You know what I mean? Like when we out here for edification's sake, we'll say, hey, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? Because we still gotta edify, but we not fucking praying to no white man with blonde hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, Yahweh is the Heavenly Father. His son name is Yahweh Shai, who people call Jesus Christ. Now, when you say Jesus Christ, you invoke another spirit.
Right.
When you say Jesus Christ, the spirit you invoke is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Edomite.
Blue-eyed,
all right?
goddamn.
And that's not our power. Our power is a black man from the tribe of Judah named Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
2 John chapter 1 verse 10, if there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. Which one you what?
Let's say, which one comes to speaking of another Yahweh Shai.
Oh, okay.
So, IUIC uses Jesus Christ. That should be the first red flag. The second red flag, they don't. Go ahead, bring it out.
2 Corinthians 11 and 4, for if he that cometh preacheth another Yahweh Shai, whom we have not preached, or if ye receive another spirit, which ye have not received, or another gospel, which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with him.
So when it say we might as well bear with him, that means we have to go up against that, all right? Because we're supposed to be defenders of the gospel. So if somebody come up talking about some Jesus Christ, it's our job to go up against that. It's our job to defend the gospel, right? So when it says if somebody come preaching that, you're supposed to flat out deny it. You're not supposed to embrace it. For example, like I said, IUIC, they use Jesus Christ, right? That's going off. They also don't tell you, do you know what the RFID chip is?
Yep.
What is it?
666.
Well, what is it though?
Oh, it's a, like, what do you mean? What is it? Like the physical, like
Yeah,
physical
physical.
aspects? Is a chip that they slice and implant.
Put it in your
right
head.
hand.
So let me ask you, where you get that from?
I got that from watching, like the stuff that's supposed to come out, like the news and all that type of stuff. I ain't get that from them.
But what I'm saying is, I know you ain't get it from them
Yeah.
because they don't teach that, right? So that's another red flag. They don't teach that the RFID is the mark of the beast,
Right.
right? Who else you said? You said Shakari?
Yeah.
Now Shakari, they pretty much be on point.
Yeah.
Only thing about Shakari is
They're carnal.
they carnal. They be with a lot of folly. Like you'll see them,
They
like
be doing rap videos.
it's like rap
They got
videos.
these,
You
man,
know
every
what
nigga
I'm
on the
saying?
line that can't got they straps
Got
with them
guns
on
on
their
them.
hip.
You know what I'm saying?
Not listen to their music though. Is that's
I mean, it ain't. It's like this. I'm gonna say like this. If you listen to it, that's cool, right? But if you know, as far as like,
It's not a proper representation of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. If the Lord was down here himself, he not about to be rapping.
Yeah, he would. I mean,
and we supposed to be followers and representations of him.
Well, I was telling my wife earlier, right? Because HOI had some bull rapping and talking about Yahweh Shai and all that, right?
And that's another thing. He kept scripture says not to use the Lord's name in vain. So why are you rapping and using the Lord's name in vain? Like that's vanity.
Because Yahweh Shai name carries power, man. You can't just. That's like you walking around with a gun that's it can do mass destruction. You ain't just squeezing off on anybody. You gonna hold. Look, man. You gonna hold that shit. You gonna hold that name or that. You gonna hold that power until you need it.
Right.
You ain't just gonna put it out there. That's why the Lord say don't cast your pearls in the swine, man. But now if you listen to the rapping, or ain't nothing wrong with that. You ain't going off. It's really them, and they not really going off. But the thing is, like he said, it's not a good representation of Yahweh Shai.
I would say through the Spirit, it is going on because you still doing that which is carnal.
Yeah,
and it being
no,
a carnal
I'm
mind
talking about like
is enmity against. You know what I mean? Like
No, I'm talking about more so like under the law, like far as like, oh, he rapping about the Lord, he going off. But it's more like he said, like I said, more so like using the Lord name in vain. That's going off. Actually, like rapping, you know what I mean? That ain't going up, but it's like you got to have morals. Know what I'm saying? It's like I said, certain stuff a person shouldn't have to tell you what not to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, now you got, it's like that's not your lot. Now I mean that's say, man, this brother, we out here doing the work of Yahweh Shai, right? Then that's what we do. That's what we're gonna stick with. We're not gonna try to do the work of the Lord and then turn around, be in the studio rapping too. That you know what I mean? Now if it's somebody that's not doing the work of the Lord and they want to make music about the Lord, then hey, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's your prerogative.
And scripture also
You know
says, love not the world, neither the things in it. You know what I'm saying? Like our music wasn't rapping. Like our music actually held vibrations where like music alone can cast out demons. The music now, rapping and all that shit, it brings forth demons.
That's worldly shit though. It's just worldly.
Like,
it's vain.
That shit's vain.
But like I said, if you listening to it, if you because everybody like rap, I listen to rap. Oh, this brother listen to rap. We listen to different
worldly music.
Music. But is we gonna go out and try to make a rap song? No, because
and it's like even then, the music that we do listen to, we're mindful of that. Like I was just with some brothers in New York, and we listened to this one particular song. Don't really matter, but I was like, these things help me bring it to remembrance all the things that the Lord took me out of. It's like a reminder. You know what I'm saying? But it's spiritual. You know what I mean? Like. Because the things he's saying is things that I experienced and I remember, I recall. You know what I'm saying? And it's not on that, vibration. Of course, you got other songs that, killing this nigga or sleeping with so-and-so's wife, but more so like how they used to say it, like the storytelling rap. You know what I'm saying? Like those things that kind of
bring you.
You know what I mean? Like when things used to be of substance. You know what I'm saying? But like now, like brothers literally like the majority of they listening be lessons, you know? Hey, it don't be like real, because that's the new song. You know what I mean? According to the scriptures, which is this truth.
It's like, if your lot is to come out here and do the work, then that's what you should be doing. That's it. All right, because when it was Aaron's sons, they tried to do some extra shit. The Lord killed them, man.
Exactly.
They thought they was bigging the Lord up, like they was going they was glorifying the Lord, man.
Right.
But they tried to step outside their lane, man. The Lord killed them. Right? So it's the same thing with brothers that's doing rap and all that. Like I said, if you listen to it, you know what I mean? You can listen to what you want to listen to. You know what I mean? But if you out here like we out here, then is you gonna go make rap songs? Absolutely not, man. All right, we staying in our lane. Our lane is the proper side until the chariots come. After that, you know what I'm saying? We a party when we get into the kingdom. You know what I mean?
All right, now that market, you said we not supposed to get that.
Hell no.
Do not get that.
Don't take the vaccine emphatically. Don't take that shit. The vaccine, the mark of the beast, because the actual word mark, it goes into the Greek word charagma. It literally means a mark or incision in the hand. So that's why we know emphatically that it's the RFID chip.
Yeah, so-
but they pushing this COVID bullshit as vaccine. That's just a precursor to the mark of the beast, which is going to be again.
So you don't
RFID
listen.
chips.
Don't take that vaccine.
Why you think they telling you you're not going to be able to go into certain places unless you have the vaccine? You can't go back to school unless you have the vaccine. You can't go back to work unless you got the vaccine. Like all
The
that
vaccine
bullshit.
actually changes your RNA.
Right.
It binds to your DNA and change you into something else. Right? It's going to bind to your muscles, your tissues, your cells, all that shit.
It's basically going to turn you into a machine, if you will, because they're able to collect that data. You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
It's like having like nano data, like small data in your body.
Huh.
And then that's where you got the 5G, Internet of Things, all of that
And the chip
connected
and all that gonna
with
come
the
into
chip.
play.
Exactly,
You know
it's
what I
all
mean?
coming.
It's gonna come into play.
Yep.
So yeah, man. So what-
We
you got-
good.
you
I'm
got
just making
anything else?
sure. Yeah, we good.
Yeah, y'all pretty much covered everything, man. Pretty
So
much
anything
covered
that you're not sure about, anything that you like, now I mean you like, of what we said.
The main thing I wanted was the mandatory fringes. I like that y'all said use it wisely.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
got that to eat. And the do's and don'ts on Sabbath. So now this
Yeah.
about to be my first Sabbath I'm gonna try out. But I'm gonna get better with it. And I'm rereading the whole Bible. Because when I first read it, I didn't know nothing it was talking about.
Yeah,
It's only
yeah.
until 7 years later, my eyes finally got open.
Yeah, so
You know
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
tell
saying?
you, like I said, like with the other groups, brother, cause you just came into this thing, and a lot of times, like a lot of us came in watching IUIC, HOI, right? But then, now we at the point to where it's though the Lord kind of pretty much showing who He's dealing with. Now what I mean, and I don't know if you ever watch Brother from Great Millstone. You might want to check. You might want to check Brother. Great
on YouTube?
Millstone.
And ultimately, all these other camps, they basically derive out of Great Millstone, or what we know to be the so-called One West camps.
Yeah,
And,
Great Millstone, the elders and apostles, Tahara on down, they the brothers, they the like basically the foundation of all these other groups.
Right.
All these other groups splintered off from Great Millstone.
Or they basically didn't want to come under subjection to the elders and want to go do their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Basically.
Vocab Malone, that's what he under.
Nah. He a scoffer. Vocat, see that's the let me give you go to Great Millstone.
Let's close out real quick before this joint die.
All right.
And then we can give him a couple links after.
Hold on. So with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
double honor to the elders at Great Millstone. Peace salutations to the icon that's pushing the word throughout the four corners of the planet. Shalom to the elect.
Shalom.